welcome. We're working with Kraftin Kimmie Stamps again, and I have got the Holiday Postage Stamp set here. And I'm going to bring in some craft colored cardstock, and we're going to do our stamping on this. I was thinking of an old-time vintage holiday card, is what I was thinking, and I wanted to make these look rustic. So I'm just laying the stamps down on this piece of cardstock, and I'm trying to decide, can I stamp enough and die cut them out? That's why I had that little die there. And then I decided I don't really have enough room for that on the A2 size card. So I'm actually just going to position them, and I'll just stamp it up each time. And I'm just going to use some Memento black ink so that we can do some coloring with it, and we'll just get to stamping on it. So I will stamp it 4 times, and so we'll clean the die each time because we're going to have to move it. And then place it down on our card stock, so we don't want to ink it up, make a mess with it. So we'll have to clean it every time that we reposition it. So I'm just going to get my second one stamped down, and I'm trying to keep it clean around there just so I don't make a mess. And we'll stamp it down. And then I'm going to clean it again. You guys get to watch me do cleaning. And I clean a lot in my, while I'm making videos. I cut a lot of it out, but I do a lot of cleaning. I just did a voiceover. Actually, I didn't do the voiceover. I just edited another video that was 1 hour and 10 minutes long. And I can't tell you how many times I edited out cleaning the glass mat, cleaning, just all the elements, cleaning the misty, cleaning, I just clean as I go, and I still seem to wind up with a mess. So I'm taking my time and positioning this, trying to get it lined up as closely as I can with the other stamped image, both across from it and above it. And so I'm just going to get this inked up. And I was looking at that, and I thought, it doesn't look like it's lined up right. So I'm going to have to take it and clean it off, get it good and dry, and then line it up again. Because it just wasn't, it didn't look like it was right. And I think in the end, I actually did get them lined up really well. And so we'll just take the Memento black ink again and just stamp it up. And this time I'll be satisfied with the placement of it. That's one great thing about the Misty and having that door that you can see through. You can really get a bird's eye view of what's going on there with your stamp. So I've got these stamped down, and now I'm going to bring in my Season's Greeting sentiment, and I'm going to put it at the bottom of this panel and just stamp it up as well. And I've got a wood wick candle burning right here beside me as I do this voiceover. And we've got a nice little storm going on outside with some rain, and it's very relaxing. So I'll just get that stamped down. And sorry I had my arm in the way there. Sometimes I watch videos and lives and stuff as I am crafting, and when I'm watching lives, I comment with my friends and stuff, so I think that's what I was doing. So here we go. We're going to clean this up, and we're done with that, and I think we'll just put everything away, get the Misty put away, and then we can start building our card. Actually, I take that back. I thought I was going to use an acrylic block to lay these little holiday images down on there, but instead I'm going to use the Misty, and I'm going to do all 4 of them at the same time. So I've got the wreath, I've got the bell, I'm going to bring in the little Christmas tree, and then the candy canes. And just all 4 of those elements are so reflective of Christmas, I think. And there were also some other cute ones. You had kind of Santa with his little feet sticking out of the chimney, and I think you had, some other sentiments and stuff that you could put in there. But a super, super cute stamp set. Very versatile. I could see you using it for a lot of different things. Now I'm going to get grungy with this, and a little more grungy than what I actually intended. In fact, I posted this card when I got finished in the design team group and said, I'm not sure how I feel about this, because I said, and I made a video of it. And of course, everybody's so kind and was complimentary of it. So I don't know. You be the judge of it and let me know what you think of the end result. I think I get a little carried away with the grunginess, but we'll get these stamped down, and I'm going to ink them up again just so I have a good crisp edge on it. And then we're going to pull it out. And I just bring my pick tool in just to lift it up. And then I'm going to bring in my little swatch sheet there and kind of look at my colors and decide what colors I'm going to use. And then we're just going to speed up this coloring, and then we'll move on to our card. Okay, so we've got all of our stamping and coloring done, and now I'm going to rip this card stock here. I'm just going to rip the edge and just make it look distressed and just torn. And so I use my scissors to kind of get a little start on it, but I'm going to pull down on it so that we can get some of that paper exposed on there. And I'm just going to go around all four sides and do this and just distress this panel. And this is where the distressing and the grunge starts to take shape, and I may be taking a little bit too far. I'm okay with where I'm at here, just kind of tearing the edges and creating kind of a worn paper look. But then I decide that I'm going to bring in some oxides, and that's where I think I get a little bit overzealous. I do love my oxide sprays. Mica sprays is what I'm meaning. So anyway, and I decided I want to take a little bit more off that bottom. So there we go. So I've got all that scrap. I'm going to throw it away, and now we're going to start building our card. And I'm going to bring in my vintage photo, and I'm going to distress the edges and kind of make them look a little bit more worn, and just darken them up with a vintage photo. And I'm getting some good ink down there. And then I decide that it looks a lot like the card stock that I've got there. I'm trying to add a little bit more and kind of dirty it up a little bit. And I get there, and then I decide that I'm going to bring in black soot and do some blending with it. And this is where it really goes dark. So I'll just swap out my little dauber pad there and put my black soot one on, and then I'll just start putting some black soot around there. And I just wanted to do the very edges, but it got kind of dark kind of quick. And there we go. We've got a rustic panel, and I'm just going to get my desk cleaned off and see if I need to do a little bit more trimming on there. And I'm going to bring in this. I had in my mind I wanted to use this green plaid paper. I thought it was really pretty. I think it came from a Hobby Lobby Christmas pack that I'd gotten earlier in the year. When they bring their Christmas out in July or whenever it is, I saw it and picked it up. So I'm going to do some more tearing, and that way you can see more of that green cardstock around there. I just wanted to show it, and I don't have a lot of room there. So there's more of an edge on the top and bottom. And then I'm bringing in the vintage photo and just kind of dirtying up the whole panel. And I'm still kind of eyeballing it, deciding if I like it or not. And then I'm just going to bring in some more of that cardstock because I thought I'm just going to make a card base out of the same color. And I think it'll look, it'll make for a nice card to have the panel repeated on the inside. There was just kind of a rough edge on there, so I just snipped it away. And I'm going to get it laid down on my card base. And you can see my ink was stuck to my base because it's pooling in there again. And so I just was showing you my glue base. And I'm going to have to use a pen and clean it up so I can get some glue out. And we'll get this green panel laid down on there. And then I'm thinking that I want to bring in some oxides and spray this. This is just my self-made splatter box. It's actually a Simon Says stamp box. And I have used it over and over and over repeatedly. And so I'm using a couple of mica sprays. I've got the green and then I think the gold. I don't know. Anyway, but it came down heavy, and boy, did it really splatter. So you're going to get a good look at it here now. You can see the shimmer and the shine on it, but it was pretty heavy. So I'm going to press on and get it glued up and get it laid down on this card base. And then that will pretty much finish off our card. It's fairly simple. It's a flat card. But let me know what you think. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on the distressing. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.